And he went straight into, oh, you have throat cancer, and oh, we're going to do 8 weeks of chemo and radiation, and oh, we're going to schedule this and we're going to schedule that. And I was shell-shocked. I just didn't know what to think. So I went ahead and allowed them to biopsy me, which I wish now that I had not allowed them to do that. But they did biopsy me, and they did come back with the lab results and confirmed squamous cell carcinoma. And immediately he just got on the phone to the hospital, was going to put a port in my stomach. He said, we're going to torch both sides of your throat. And I said, but it's only here. And he said, we're just going to do both sides just in case. And that alarmed me. He said, okay, so we're going to do 8 weeks of chemo and radiation. Oh, and by the way, I think we might even take out your voice box. Now, that was alarming enough. I looked at my wife, she looked at me, and he obviously didn't know what I do for a living. I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, former member of the group Toto. I sang in that group for 2 years. So with all this shocking news and this bombardment of what they were intending to do to me, I basically said, no, you will not be doing any of that to me, and I got up and walked out. My name is Buddy Hyatt, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. At that time, I knew nothing of Hope4Cancer. I had no idea that Hope4Cancer existed, and I got a phone call from a friend who is close personal friends with a very famous young lady named Olivia Newton-John. I don't know her personally, but her manager, a gentleman named Mark Hartley, was also my manager when I was with Toto, the rock group. So we had that in common, and I have some very precious friends in the music business, in the country music world, named T.G. Shepherd and his wife Kelly Lang. I produced their records, and they are very close personal friends with Olivia and knew of her story and her journey. And that when they heard about my situation, they said, well, Buddy, you need to call and check into Hope4Cancer. And another friend, I'll mention her name, Kim Fannin, is not a famous person, but she's one of my closest friends. She gave me the information and showed me how to contact Hope4Cancer, because I know I could go to the internet, but she gave me a phone number, she gave me a web address. All these people that rallied around me, they all, and thousands of people, and I don't say this in a prideful way at all, but thousands of people around the world from Facebook and Instagram who have learned of my story have been praying for me. I firmly believe that prayer and God Himself brought me here. I believe He directed me here. I believe He told me to get up and walk out of that oncologist's office, because I didn't know anything at that time. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just went on faith, and my faith brought me here. I got on the phone and I was directed to my coordinator, and she was so gracious and so helpful, and she explained to me the protocol. As she explained it to me, that was much more acceptable to me than poisoning me from the inside out. And honestly, in my mindset, when they told me, they said, you have 4 years to live. And I said, well, okay. I said, thank you, Doc. And if I have 4 years to live, I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. Quality over quantity. So I did just that. I immediately got in touch with Rachel. She got me in touch with the doctors here at Hope4Cancer. They were very informative. They were very detailed in the information that I needed to make my decision to come here. So I came here in April of 2021, spent 3 weeks here with Dr. Allen. They learned in the kinesiology and in the energy testing that I had an infected root canal that had been in there for 30 years. This was contributing to the squamous cell carcinoma in my throat. The doctors in America, and I don't want to disparage anyone, but they didn't do any of that testing. They did not even explore other options. So my journey has been a wonderful journey. It has not been a painful journey. It has not been a stressful journey. I try not to get emotional, but this has been such a blessing. The people, the treatments, the way I feel in my body. I've lost 50 pounds, not just from the treatments, but from eating healthier, from the education that I got here at Hope4Cancer, the things that I was doing that was detrimental to my health. I'm as thankful for the education as I am for the treatment. And I will say that all of the therapies here have been extremely effective. They're not doing anything here that is surface or that makes you feel like you're getting a treatment that just might make you feel better. All the treatments, and I've researched them and I've talked in depth with Dr. Tony and Dr. Allen about why they do this and what the purpose is for this therapy or that therapy. We jokingly talk about the hypothermic therapy where you get in the heat bed and they raise your body temperature for 45 minutes. The other patients and I, we call it the pizza oven. So they put you in the pizza oven for 45 minutes and you sweat out all those impurities and toxins. And then the hyperbaric chamber, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the therapies, but I will say every therapy that they've done for me, the supplements, the medications, have been so effective, and I can feel and see the effectiveness of each and every one of them. Now I'm back here. Here we are in December of 2021. I waited 6 months rather than coming in at the 3-month interval because I felt good, and maybe it was a mistake, but I waited and I finally came, and I've spent 1 week here now. And I have a great report from Dr. Allen and Dr. Tony. My tumor has shrunk 47%. I feel good, I have no pain. I'm eating, I'm swallowing well. My health is good, I have energy, I have motivation, and I'm interested in life again. So there's more to the cancer therapy than just healing the body of the infirmity. It's the things I've learned, the emotional support that I've received has just been beyond wonderful. And I don't know how much more to elaborate to anyone out there who may see this, that you do have options. You do have alternatives. So again, between the doctors and the therapists and the nurses, right on down to the chefs, everything has been an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10 for me. And I don't know about other people's experience, but I've met people here with all different types of cancer. I've seen great success stories. I've made wonderful friends some are still in recovery, some are completely recovered. I just want to be the one to tell you that this is a wonderful alternative to conventional medicine in America. If you're able to get here, get here.